Is your light bulb out? Alright, well, you need to get up and get him out. He had a really big dinner last night, so he's probably gonna have to take a big poop. Hey guys, this is a very typical morning. I wake up around 5:30, I take a shower and get dressed. I wake up my son and then I try to swap a load of laundry over, and honestly I let it pile up throughout the week, and about twice a week I just have about a 45-minute folding party and just get it all done with. Sometimes it takes less time than that, but I always try to do this every morning. I do have a teenager, so I always check and make sure that he is up and going by time I walk past from doing laundry, and then I go right into doing my hair and makeup. I found an awesome trick on TikTok where you do your moisturizer, your primer, you put powder on, and then you put your setting spray on, and then you put your foundation on, and it has held my makeup so well. I get very hot during the day. My classroom is very, very hot. It's hot in Georgia, and my makeup stays perfect all day long. I have actually kind of switched over to all drugstore makeup. I use an e.l.f. primer, an NYX setting spray. I use the Maybelline Infallible foundation, an e.l.f. Concealer, a NYX eyebrow pencil, whatever's cheap for my mascara. I use this powder that's at Walmart. It's like $3 or $4. I'm trying to think of what else to use. I've been using e.l.f. palettes for my eyeshadow. I do use expensive bronzer and blush and highlight, but that's simply because I always get them for Christmas and they just last forever for me. Like I mentioned earlier, my hair is dirty, so typically on day 1, I will straighten my hair. On day 2, I will either re-straighten it or wear it in a bun. Day 3, 4, I kind of wear it one day down curly, one day up curly from yesterday's curls. And then on the weekend, it's honestly just up in a messy bun. I haven't been wearing my hair curly as much since it got blonde in it. It's just a little bit drier, and I just haven't wanted to spend all the money on the products it takes to have my hair curly. And I know that I'm damaging my hair, but I figure when life calms down again and our kind of finances aren't under every watchful eye, then I will go ahead and change that. But I did end up changing my outfit because I just felt frumpy in that shirt. It just didn't fit right. I go right downstairs and I start making lunches. On Sundays, I prep all of the snacks and cookies and chips and everything in everyone's bags, or in Ziploc bags, excuse me, and then they go into a big container, and then that way I just have to pull those out, and then we always do some sort of fruit and yogurt, a juice box, and then some sort of sandwich or my version of a Lunchable or something like that. They all have a water bottle. Our water bottles are shut off at school, so I make sure that they have a nice full water bottle. My older two make their own lunches, so I don't worry about them as much, and then I'm obviously making my lunch for myself. I try to clean the counter and put everything away, and then typically I've been doing a lot of crock-pot meals. If I have to prep anything for dinner, I do it then. If I'm not, I will go ahead and do the dishes and things like that. And actually a few times lately, because we've kind of gotten into routine, I've actually been able to have my breakfast at home, not kind of eating on the go as I would, you know, because I just didn't have enough time. Good morning, everybody. You've seen us get ready this morning. That is a pretty typical routine. The kids kind of fend for themselves. Ellie is going to be 8 very shortly. Trevor is going to be 16 very shortly. Don't really have to do much for them besides make their meals and get everything ready. The older two actually already make their own. This morning I actually had time to do the dishes. Normally we've been doing a lot of like crock potting or whatever, but today, last night I made that macaroni salad, and we bought this steak at Costco. So I didn't have to do any prepping for dinner or anything like that. So I was able to do the dishes, clean the counters, and on Saturdays and Sundays we clean as a family and get the house in pretty decent condition. The Roomba is going right now. Ellie, close the door when you go to the bathroom. The house, like I said, is in really good condition. I'm gonna fold up this blanket and then we will get ready to go. We did just go and change out our masks. We normally do that when we come home in the afternoon, but since it was the weekend we didn't. So I have a work badge. Turn around so you can't see where I work, but this actually has a mask in it that I keep at all times. It's an emergency, and then this is my mask I'll be wearing today. Ellie has the same one. I'm not going to get too close again because it says our school name on it, but a friend of mine made her that mask, and then she has just some Target ones. I will say the Target Cat and Jack ones are pretty good. Casey has worn one of those every day. I bought quite a few packets of them. I think I have like 3 or 4 packages of those, and they're 2 packs. So he's been alternating between those, and they fit his face very, very well. Then the older 2, I believe Aubrey has just regular Target mask, and they fit her face good, and Trevor's been using a pack from a movie. But my favorites are these ones that my friend's mom made me. So it is 6:53. I'm driving in my car with the AC on low. I like to leave around 6:45 to 6:50, get to work by about 7 o'clock, and have time to like get myself together before I have to go get students. This morning we were running late thanks to Casey. So I actually probably won't get to work until about 7:10, but I just did find out that one of my students who gets off the bus is not going to be there, so I actually have a few minutes to kind of get myself together. But that's a very typical morning. It's very crazy, it's very chaotic. It's just us trying to get out the door on time. This is the time, if I do have it and we're not running late while I'm waiting for everyone to load up, that I will check my emails, check the kids' Remind and Class Dojo and all those things, and make sure everything is all set. Fun fact, this day we made it about a quarter of a mile down the road, and Ellie said she was going to puke, and we had to turn around and go back home. Thank God Aubrey was virtually learning that day, and she actually stayed home with Ellie for me. But this is a very normal morning. You know, I always try to make sure that we change out our mask, that our hand sanitizer is filled up, that our water bottles are filled up. I'm not allowing my kids to eat lunch at school because I don't want them going into the lunchroom and getting any more germs than they have to be. Thank God our school has actually had 0 cases so far. I think that that's pretty good. But yeah, this is a very, very typical morning, and you know, we're a hot mess, but we get there, sometimes on 2 wheels, but it is what it is. I do hope to have an afternoon as well as an evening routine soon, but unfortunately those just have not been solidified yet.